Well, looks like it's show time. Now that you're all here, the meeting can get started. Never before has there been a teaming up of a group of Pokemon this powerful. You're the most evil, diabolical Pokemon ever assembled on Greninja Fans channel.
Hey, am I paying for this call? Get to the point.
Your message said you will help us defeat a common enemy.
Thankfully, Darkrai isn't talking about tooth decay, because in your case would be a little too late.
What's Hydreigon talking about? He only has 3 teeth himself.
Enough. Let's hear what Darkrai has to say.
Our common enemy is Greninja the Mario Kart and Pokemon fan himself. As you all know, Greninja the Mario Kart and Pokemon fan teams up with his channel mascot, Greninja, to defeat our minions and save the population from our evil schemes. That all ends here and now.
What are you going to do? Take over and rebrand Greninja Fans channel.
Exactly. We're going to rebrand the channel into Darkrai the Evil Mastermind, a channel where we win all the time. Okidogi, imagine a world without Ogrepon, where you and the other members of the Loyal 3 rule with people rightfully praising you as heroes.
Sounds good to me. Go on.
Team Plasma will never lose to the Dow Trio or the Unova starters again. Sounds good, doesn't it, Hydreigon?
Sounds like music to my ears.
Necrozma, Solgaleo, and Lunala won't be able to keep you from absorbing all light in the universe, so you'll be able to take over the entire universe.
Interesting. I've always wanted to take over the universe.
Eternatus, you will cook up a Gigantamax plan to stop Zacian and Zamazenta for good.
We must be picking up someone's CB radio.
Darkrai sounds nuts. What is he planning to do with Greninja Fans channel?
Darkrai plans to take over Greninja Fans channel so he can rebrand it into a channel where he wins all the time.
You'll help Team Flare take over Carlos, and they will defeat the Carlos starters and the XYZ trio once and for all. Or week after week if you'd like, Malamar. That's good news for me to hear, and it sounds better than a dial tone. For the villainous group I have assembled, all you need to know for now is that I'm the one with the secret code to Greninja the Mario Kart and Pokemon Fans channel.
Are you kidding us right now?
Darkrai has stolen the code to Greninja Fans channel?
He sure has, and he's probably going to break up the code into 6 different parts. Darkrai is going to keep one part of the code for himself and send each of the other 5 parts of the code to each of his minions.
Without which, Greninja the Mario Kart and Pokemon fan won't be able to post any videos to his channel.
What if your plan is discovered?
Don't be shrouded in so much darkness, Necrozma. It's not like we're going to post videos telling folks about the whole scheme.
For security, I'm going to send each of you part of the secret code, and I will keep one part for myself. Keep each part a secret. Only when the code is reassembled will the channel be able to post videos again, but it will be under our control.
Torterra and Empoleon, our mission is to get Darkrai's part of the code so we can reassemble it with the other 5 parts of the code to save Greninja Fans channel.
We have to find out where Darkrai is so we can get his part of the code.
I know where Darkrai is. He's on New Moon Island. We'll have to travel to the northernmost part of Sinnoh and travel across the water to get to New Moon Island.
Oh boy, I can't wait to watch some of Greninja Fans' videos. Hey, what gives? Someone must be trying to take over Greninja Fans channel.
Miraiden, something is wrong with Greninja Fans channel.
According to my calculations, Darkrai has stolen the secret code to the channel and has broken it up into 6 different parts. Darkrai is keeping one part for himself, and he has given the other 5 parts to Okidogi, Eternatus, Malamar, Necrozma, and Hydreigon.
It makes sense. We need to find Okidogi's part of the code so we can reassemble it with the other 5 parts of the code to restore Greninja Fans channel.
Speaking of which, I will set up a Google form called Save Greninja Fans Channel. If anyone sees all 6 parts of the code, they'll be able to enter each part there to restore the channel.
Koraidon and Miraidon, that sounds like a good plan. Let's find Okidogi and get his part of the code.
I have my part of the channel code, and I have digitally implanted it in the memory of Celesteela. Nobody can get my part of the code, not even Decidui. Decidui, what are you doing here?
I heard you had part of the code to Greninja Fans channel.
That's right, I have digitally implanted my portion of the code in the memory of Celesteela, and he will only divulge it if I ask him to.
Ask him.
Not a chance. You're not getting me to ask, what's my portion of the code, Celesteela?
Your portion of the code is V14M2.
Thanks for telling me Necrozma's part of the code, Celesteela.
You may have my portion of the code, Decidui, but you'll have to pay the price. I will transform into Ultra Necrozma. Now, prepare to face my light that burns the sky.
I've congregated you here to tell you about a Major League Big Top change coming to both the Galar region and Greninja Fans channel. As you all should know by now, Zacian and Zamazenta are the hero duo, the protectors of Galar. When holding the Rusted Sword and Rusted Shield, Zacian and Zamazenta become the Crowned Sword and Crowned Shield respectively. They become their crowned forms whenever Galar is in danger. Problem with Zacian and Zamazenta is, they've been stopping me from taking over the Galar region. Well, that's going to change. This time, I will get rid of them for good so I can finally take over Galar.
And let's not forget about Greninja Fan either. He and his channel mascot, Greninja, are on a journey to save Kalos from the clutches of Team Flare. Well, Eternatus and I are going to take over the channel alongside other villainous Pokemon.
But that's crazy.
It is impossible.
You can't do that.
Oh, yes I can. My friends and I each have part of the code to Greninja Fans channel, and now we can do whatever we want with Greninja Fans channel.
Cinderace, we've got big trouble. Eternatus has gotten his claws on one of the parts of the channel code, and now he's going to take over both Galar and Greninja Fans channel.
Take over both Galar and Greninja Fans channel. We must stop him. Let's find out where the secret code is, then we will get to it before Eternatus does.
My luck has really changed, Trevenant and Gorgeist. First I get promoted to main villain by Greninja Fan, and now I get to join the baddest group on his channel. Where are you going to hide your part of the secret code? If I were to tell you, it wouldn't be a secret now, would it? Gorgeist.
Gorgeist, reporting for duty.
Everything better be ready in my laboratory. The hiding spot for my part of the code will make Fort Knox look like a piggy bank in comparison. Once I hide this part of the code in Terminus's memory unit, no one will be able to get it. First, we'll take over the channel, then Carlos, and finally the world. I hope Malamar succeeds. If we can take over Greninja Fans channel, that means we can stop the Sinnoh starters. And if we stop the Sinnoh starters, that means we can stop Cynthia from making a comeback. I hate Cynthia.
So you say your name's Panpour?
That's right, detective.
I find that very hard to believe, you know?
So let me get this straight. You believe me when I tell you that I'm one of the elemental monkeys and that I'm the embodiment of see no evil, but you have trouble believing my name is Panpour?
You expect us to believe anything you say, you dress-wearing water starter reject?
If you're really who you say you are, then what's happening next in Unova?
Gee, I thought you would never ask. Remember Team Plasma, the villainous team who wants to manipulate trainers into releasing their Pokemon so they can take over Unova?
Yeah, what about Team Plasma?
Well, Hydreigon has conspired with Team Plasma to take over Greninja Fans channel, and he has one of the parts of the channel code. We must get it back so we can save the channel.
You think we're bozos? Do ya?
What do you take us for? A couple of complete total idiots?
The next thing you'll be telling us is that there is a duo of Paradox Pokemon running loose in Paldea.
Eternatus's part of the code is in this chest. Let's open it to see what it is.
Here it is, Eternatus's part of the channel's secret code. Z47XQ.
Well, if it isn't Simisage, one of the elemental monkeys. You're here for my part of the code, right?
That's right, Hydreigon. You better give me your part of the code, because if you don't, you'll be sorry.
You win, Simisage. I'll give you my part of the code. Here goes nothing. G7VWT.
That was easy. I feel so proud to have your part of the code, Hydreigon. Now I can use it to restore Greninja Fans channel.
I don't understand. Why would the number G7VWT make Simisage so proud?
G7VWT is Hydreigon's part of the channel code, but as far as what the rest of the code is, that's really anyone's guess.
Terrapagos and I have set up a Google form called Save Greninja Fans Channel. Terrapagos has a great idea. We'll need all 6 parts of the code to get Greninja Fan his channel back.
If we can find Okidogi's part of the code, maybe someone else will find the other pieces. Anyone who finds a piece of the channel code can enter it in the Google form. The code will be reassembled, and Greninja Fan will have his channel back in no time.
Greninja and the XYZ trio will never get my part of the code. I'll squash them all. Terminusinator and I are completely unbeatable.
Greninja, let's go. Fast. Hey Aura Trio, block Terminusinator's path. We'll cut him off here. This is where we'll make our stand.
All Greninja has to do is knock out Terminusinator's memory unit, then Yveltal, Zygarde, and I can get Malamar's part of the code.
Xerneas and Zygarde, are you ready to download Malamar's part of the code?
Yveltal, I'm ready to download Malamar's part of the code. Preparing to download data. Data scan set.
Quick Greninja, we only have one chance to do this.
Now's my chance to get Malamar's part of the code. Downloading. Heat scrambling. Malamar's part of the code is 4U4KT.
Hey guys, we did it. We've gotten Malamar's part of the code. Now Greninja the Mario Kart and Pokemon fan, if we can find the rest of the code, we can restore your channel.
None of us have Okidogi's part of the code. I hope Ogapon has better luck.
I got Okidogi's part of the code. It's GFBX7.
Fools. You may have stolen my portion of the code, but that's the last thing you'll ever do. Say farewell to each other. The Paldane Legendaries may have my portion of the code, but I have the Paldane Legendaries. There should not be any more problems.
I believe Decidui has discovered my part of the code too.
I hope the rest of you had better luck. Not exactly. Greninja has sort of gotten my portion of the code.
Simisage may have lucked out and stolen my part of the code, but I wouldn't say this is the last call.
Don't blame me. It's Intelian's fault. He was in charge of hiding my part of the code.
What's the big deal? The code is still in 6 different pieces, and you still have your part of the code, right? No one will ever put them together.
You fool. Miraiden has created a Google form called Save Greninja Fans Channel. If anyone has seen every single part of the code so far, and if the Sinnoh starters get my part of the code, the viewers can enter the code there and put Greninja Fan back in charge of his channel. And that will make me mad at you. You don't want to make me mad, because when I get mad, that's when I get even.
Torterra, Empoleon, and I have stolen Darkrai's part of the code, which is J670B. Okay viewers, now that we have found each part of the code, you can enter the code in the Google form Save Greninja Fans channel to restore the channel. The link will be in the description below.